Okay, all right. Good afternoon. I think it's 12:01 or so. So welcome to the first day of IMS MTT, and welcome to the Richardson RFPD booth. And Freescale is very proud to be here to present some information on some new parts that we're launching this week. So actually, let me just start with a question. How many of you have heard of our E-series of enhanced ruggedness devices? How many of you have heard of Freescale? Even better. Thank you. All right, so as you know, Freescale has been an industry leader in the RF world and a very dominant force. Do I need to move this somewhere? Okay, okay. And the RF products have been a staple of the Motorola and Freescale business for a very long time, for well over 50 years. Our product focuses are cellular infrastructure, which is a large part of our RF business. Just keep going. Okay. We also have our gas mimic business, which is LNAs, GPAs, and linear power amplifiers, which support both the cellular infrastructure business as well as our RF power business. And then we also have our RF power business, which focuses on the ISM, or industrial, scientific, and medical markets, broadcast, and more recently, our land mobile portfolio has now joined our RF power group. Okay, so let me just tell you a little history about our LDMOS products. It's really been an evolution over the last 6 years. They were first introduced in 2006, and at that time, the target market was the industrial segment. And then from there, we've evolved to a couple of years ago, introducing parts to support the broadcast market, in particular the UHF market. And then last year, we just introduced our very high-power 8600 series of rugged parts. And the rugged parts are now our staple, our powerhouses of our portfolio. The RF products, applications, and markets. First of all, let me just tell you about some of the applications that our parts are used in. First of all, we've got the ISM market. So we've got things like synchrotrons, plasma generators, particle accelerators, MRI machines, laser removal. Also, the broadcast market is one of our largest markets that we actually support right now. And we have a whole series of devices supporting the broadcast market. And we also have a focus on and a very dedicated portfolio to the aerospace and defense products. And applications there include tactical communications, jammers, and radar devices. Our Enhanced Ruggedness series is capable of handling greater than 65 to 1 VSWR. We cover frequencies from 1 megahertz to over 2,000 gigahertz, 2 gigahertz. And then we have power levels with our new parts that we're going to talk about, starting at 25 watts, going up to 1.2 kilowatts. And then you can also see here we have a variety of packages, both ceramic and plastic, and both of these are in our rugged portfolios. So these parts here, these are the first 4 parts that we actually offered in our rugged offering. We now have a total of 6, but these first 4 were launched starting in 2006. The first part here on the left, the 300-watt part, for example, is 300 watts. It can be used as single-ended, push-pull, or in quadrature in 250-watt blocks. And the nice thing about that is it gives you a lot of flexibility in your designs. Moving across the band here, our powerhouse or workhorse is our MRFE 6VP 61K25. So that's a 1.25 kilowatt part at CW, and that can withstand extreme conditions even at rated power. And that's due to the high efficiency and the thermal resistance, as well as the ruggedness technology that is actually built into the silicon. And kind of continuing on the theme of that same part, the 1.25 kilowatt, we have a number of reference designs that we actually offer. Starting up here on the left is our 40 megahertz reference design with 26 dBs of gain and greater than 85% efficiency. And then moving over to the right and up in power level a little bit, we've got the FM reference design, also using the same part. If you go down to the lower left, we've got our VHF design, which is, features greater than 25 dBs of gain and efficiency of around 30%. And then the last reference design that's illustrated here is the 500 megahertz with 1,000 watts output at CW and 18 dBs of gain. So this is really a great example of the Freescale offering in terms of the products we have and the reference design. So it's a very, I think, a very useful tool for our customers to use. From there, I'd like to introduce our new reference designs. We have a 100-watt part, the MRFE 6VP100H. And the reference design shown here covers frequencies from 30 to 512 megahertz. Again, this is 100 watts of CW at P1 dB and 16 dBs of gain. Our other reference design that we're also introducing here at the show is a 25-watt part reference design for the MRFE 6VS25N. This particular reference design covers 2 to 54 megahertz. Again, it's 25 watts CW P1 dB output with 22 dB of gain and greater than 60% efficiency. So with that, I'd like to introduce you to our new wideband, wide frequency range parts, the MRFE 6VP100H and the MRFE 6VS25N. Currently, the 100-watt part is offered in a ceramic package, the NI780. It covers 1 to 2,000 megahertz of usable range, and there is broadband operation up to 1,000 megahertz. So these are the broadest band parts, very versatile. And this also, again, these have that rugged technology that we talked about, the 65-to-1 VSWR. The 25-watt part here that you see on the right, right now we're introducing it as a plastic package, a TO270. It will be coming out shortly in an NI360 package. Again, just like the 100-watt part, it's got 1 to 2,000 megahertz of usable range and the broadband operation up to 1,000 megahertz. So one of the key points about these parts is they are actually a low-cost alternative to GaN due to their wide frequency range, their wideband, and their ruggedness. Okay, we're not going to play everywhere what GaN does, but where these can play, they're going to be very, very competitive. So some of the features, and we've kind of grouped the parts together because the features, the same benefits apply to both the 25-watt and the 100-watt. So just having that wide frequency range, and you can see here a couple of examples of, on the 25-watt delivers 25 watts from 2 to 30, also 30 watts at 1,300 megahertz. And the 100-watt delivers 100 watts from 30 to 512 and 115 watts at 1,300 megahertz. The benefits of these parts in terms of the wide frequency range could be a cost savings. Again, when compared to GaN, it's significantly less in dollars per watt. And also, anybody designing in these parts, it's really going to help with simplifying the BOM and possibly a less number of parts in the BOM. Another feature of these parts is the wideband. So you have full power available across extremely wide bandwidth, so it makes them very unique. And also at the same time, a very high gain. You can see some examples here. Again, the benefits of wideband is the cost savings when you compare it to GaN. And once again, just simplifying the whole product design. And of course, this is one of our trademarks, our extreme ruggedness. So these are the most rugged wideband parts available, and they will survive greater than 65-to-1 VSWR with no damage. And they are designed to handle abuse. For example, if an antenna breaks off in a radio, and if you have no protection circuitry around that, you're not going to have the issues that you could have with other parts. So some benefits of being rugged: improved system reliability, which is going to lead to lower maintenance costs, repair work, etc., and survives extreme VSWRs and still maintaining full power. And once again, just the simplified circuit design. So here at Freescale and also with Richardson RFPD, we offer a lot of support. In terms of Freescale, we've got a lot of resources for you. We've got white papers, models, evaluation boards. We've got in-region application support, both in Europe, Asia, the Asia-Pacific region, South America, North America. So we've got global support, and if we're not there, we'll come visit you wherever you need to have us support you. We've got videos online. We've got Leonard over here who's got his Twitter account going, so that's always helpful. So Freescale continues to lead with our technology solutions with our new wideband parts. We're really proud to introduce these, and we think that they're going to be a very competitive alternative to the GaN. We'd like to invite you to our booth, which is 901. We're showing the reference designs that we showed you before. I've got the 25 watt, the 100 watt, and we've also got some new RF heating applications and some other fun and exciting stuff at Freescale. So come visit us. Thanks to the Richardson team for having us. We really appreciate it. Oh, and we have handouts. So these are our decoder rings, as we like to call them, and we'll hand them out. But basically, every part that we manufacture, you can actually go in here and kind of decode the frequency, the power, etc., just by looking at the part number. So we'll hand these out. Thank you for joining us today.